Hey guys, what's up? You already know who this is. This is your girl Queen B, and Queen B is in the mother effing house. Again, people, anyone that knows me and know the monotone of my voice, you know that I come with some kind of, my head kind of hot up a little bit. All right. kRISS, Your Majesty. kRISS, Your Majesty. You do something one more time again that I find very distasteful and very disrespectful. And if no other blogger that wants to see it and talk about it, me see it and I'm going to talk about it. And this is in no defense of Miss D per se, but this is to show up and continue to show up, kRISS, that the hypocrisy and the fakeness and the disloyalty that you have for Miss D in a real life, but only me and certain others maybe that's willing to speak up on it is going to talk about on it. That is what I want to expose when it comes to you. kRISS, why in the world did you take Miss D cake and throw it in the garbage right there on camera? kRISS, every chance and opportunity that you get, you try to show up this lady product in a very negative way, and people keep missing the little innuendos and the little sly way that you're doing it. kRISS, you took that lady cake and there was no reason, again, that you had to bring it on social media to show the world how the cake looked after a long period of time. And to be honest, it did not look too appealing. And that's to be honest. It did not look too appealing, right? Because of the length of time that the cake sat around. And obviously you were not putting any wine, rum, or anything on it to keep it moist. And you as a baker, kRISS, you know that is all it needed, was to be moistened by some wine, some rum, or something in order to properly preserve the cake. But because you want to show her product up in a negative way, kRISS, in your sly little way, you take that cake out and you put it on the public camera looking unappealing. You took it and you took a piece, you taste it, and then you're going to turn around with your nasty little undermining little jealous bad mind self, evil self, and talk about, oh, the Java was never my favorite, I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. Like, seriously, kRISS? Like, kRISS, seriously, you as a baker, a so-called baker, right, you know how to preserve a cake. It's not like you don't know. And when you took up the cake and saw the cake look unappealing, you could have put some wine on it, some rum on it. You could have made it look nice and moist and juicy before you brought it onto the camera. But no, you secretly, underminingly want to show up the lady product in a very bad way, and you're trying to say that the lady product doesn't have a long shelf life, which everybody know that rum cake, fruit cake, or whatever have a very long shelf life if you know how to properly care for it and moisten it and put the wine and the rum or whatever you need to put on it. As a baker, kRISS, you know that. And you chose to bring her cake on public platform. What about the new people that's watching that's not too familiar with Miss D, right? What about new people, newcomers that's not familiar with Miss D and the type of product that she puts out and saw that cake? You think when she put up for the next cake season about come and buying Miss D, Donna Go or whatever, Java cake or what, you think they're gonna order it after seeing what you put out there and see the way you threw it in the garbage? kRISS, do you think if it was me as a consumer and I saw that Java cake, or maybe even her cake in general, I would never ever even want to purchase after seeing the cake the way it looked? And you make it appear as if it doesn't have a long shelf life. There's no way I would spend $105 or however amount it costs to purchase any of her cakes if it doesn't have a long shelf life. Was that your underlining message? And for all you the two idiot bloggers that I know is going to grab this and try to break it down and make excuses for him, bottom line, what I am saying stands. because I say it without biasness. But you guys who's gonna grab my video, you two idiots that's gonna grab my video and try to dissect and make excuses for him, you guys know you're fully undiluted bias, so there's no way anyone should listen to none of Uno. Uno must call wrong or wrong. Call wrong or wrong. He was wrong to have done that. And Chris, these are the times and things where I don't like you for. I don't hate you, but I don't like your hypocrisy and the way you try to be slick, the way you try to be sneaky, and the way you're constantly undermining your so-called quote-unquote sister. You think I would ever see any of us here on social media? Any one of you guys, all you plankers out there where your eyes are blinded by this guy, and it's only blinded because of Miss D. We all know that. The love that the so-called fake love and support that you guys are showing to him, it all comes through her. Because I promise you, a lot of his royals would not support him the way you guys are supporting him. I'm not asking you, I am telling you. If all of you planker pull away from Chris tomorrow morning and fall flat pan him face. Flat pan him face. Because his royal is not strong enough, is not supportive enough in order to hold him up without you guys. And Chris knows it. Right? He knows it. He tested you guys the other day to see if he can get support from Uno, if he wanted. And in verbal, because so far in action, you guys really have not supported him for real, right? But in verbal, you all came aboard. Oh, yes, we love you. We'll support you. Oh, yes, we are going to support you. Guys, bunch of you plankers is a bunch of fake and phony set of people also. And you give these platform holders false, right? Narrative as if you guys are really on board with them when you're not. And you guys are doing it on the behalf of Miss D. But I cannot wait, Chris, and believe me, it's sooner than later when all the blinders will come off of all of these planker eyes and they will really see you for who you are. I will not stop saying it. You are using them for content, you're using them for views, and you're using them for support. And that's the only reason why you're riding this my sister gravy train. The only reason why you're riding it. Because underneath and behind the scene, Chris, you don't like Miss D. And you don't have the love for her that she appears to have for you. There's no way in hell I would ever, or any of us would ever see Miss D do that to your product, to take it and to make such a negative remark, and right in front of the public in the camera, she throw your cake in the garbage. You would never see her do that. But you did that to her. And if the plankers them not gonna open up their eyes and see what you're doing, then they're dumber than I think, or even that they themselves don't like her, and therefore they're willing to support and put up with your foolishness. Chris, when you're good, me say you're good. And when you're bad, me I come out and tell you say you're bad. And this time here, Chris, you were disgusting in the decision that you made to come and portray that lady cake on camera looking the way it did, and right in front of everybody you turned around and you threw it in the garbage. What message were you trying to send? Can anyone now come out and continue to laugh at that other baker and make fun of her, saying how people throw their cake in the garbage? Can Uno out there in the social media medium that continue to hate on that individual person, can any of you now come out and laugh and say her cake was the only cake that you ever seen anyone throw in the garbage? Nope. Because your Majesty Chris, her brother, threw her cake in the garbage in front of the whole world to see. Touché. Open up your eyes when it comes to Chris. He's a snake. And each and every day, he going to continue to be exposed. But it seems only Queen Bee alone is doing the exposing. But if I have to continue, I will continue to expose him for the snake, sly, and fake that he is. Guys, you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, any part of the world you're in today. Queen Bee come, Queen Bee talk, and Queen Bee is